All right, we have a weekend review. The idea is energy and our connection to the universe. Because, oh boy, do I got something for you. Oh, lordy. Why does God become Southern? It's a great question. A long origin story. I don't have the time. All right, so part one. I went to the city for a coffee tour with the group. It was cool. Got to meet a few people. Just be out, chill in the city, check out some spots, and then I found out about ore washers. If you have maybe heard of Levain, very famous for their cookies, ore washers, equally as delicious, if not more. They won the top cookie in recent time. Dakara, I recommend that. So, what does this have to do with energy of the universe? Well, great question. Glad you asked. So, here we are. Somehow, the universe brought me this meetup group event, which I had missed a previous one. I'd signed up, it just didn't work out. Okay. So then, this time, I was like, oh, meetup group? Let me do it. I was like, I don't really want to, but I did it. We went in, ended up going to Hicksville, took a slightly earlier train so I can get there early and meet people. Cool. Got espresso there. It was latte based. Cool. Now, so I guess actually, no matter where I was in that part of the city, if I were to go to Central Park, I would have found this Japanese parade. So my original plan was to go to Liberty State Park where they're doing Go Fest this year and check it out. But I ended up, it's like, I'm by Central Park. Let me go walk around the reserve water, the water lake. That's really cool. One of the favorite spots in the city. Wow. So, there you have it. And I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna walk. So I was like walking east from this cookie spot, because it's the street. Start walking. I saw this Japanese stuff. Like, what? Me? Japanese stuff? So I don't fucking know. I'll tell you, the only time I can remember recently where a similar thing happened, I was in Berlin and I found this coffee festival, like Berlin Coffee something, and they had free events, and I just met up with people and just chilling. Like, what the fuck? So what is the point? We each have things that we're naturally drawn to, and the universe connects with our energy. And wow. So right, in these two instances, it was coffee and then like Japan. And recently, I actually had been asking the universe for a sign of what is the role of Japan in my life. And it definitely has a role, because I had been asking for this for a while. I had been manifesting, as they say, praying, as they say, vibing, as they say, and I was like, all right, just please, some sign. This was the sign. Like, thinking back, and yesterday was more of a rest day for Mother's Day, and I messed up this morning. I had a chat with my host family from Japan, and I overslept. I don't know, the age, sleeping. I think it is the age, because last Sunday I did Philly, and then Saturday, right, 6 days later, I did New York City. I don't know, maybe too much for me. I don't know. I help a brother out. Maybe is this the age? Is this old age? Anywho, where was I going with this? yeah, I was like, what are the chances? So energy of that. It's like, wow, what is even coming? Where am I going? Who am I? What am I doing? What the fuck? So what is that for you? That's really, I think, if I were to share a message from that experience, people, is every person has things that really connect their soul and their energy. And for me, wow, Japan, there is something there for sure. Because like there were just so many different ways Saturday could have gone. I could have actually overslept, like I well not over, well, yes, I have overslept. Like I'm sleeping, or just like missed the train or not gone, or I could have gone to New Jersey Liberty thing, and then I would have right been on that that park for whatever let's say like 2-3 hours. Then walked to Jersey City, gone to the Raza's Pizza, right? Or I could have. There's so many spots to go in the city. New York City is a city of infinite possibilities, infinite things, which is a reason to appreciate it and take advantage of it because I live so close and fuck, well, traffic. But yeah, just thinking of that makes me think, what is going on with my life? And I found it. So, what was the real purpose? So I found that same day there was a performance by Katsura Sunshine. For those who don't know, he is a Canadian Rakugo, a traditional Japanese comedy sort of performer, and they tell stories. He is been living in Japan 25 years. He is trained in the art of Rakugo, and now he does shows in New York and Tokyo. So it was, and I had been wanting to see him, and like I didn't even think about checking him recently, honestly. I didn't, but I was like, he was on my radar, and it was very funny. I was dying. I was crying. Okay, not crying literally, but you get it. I was very like laughing. Ah, it was. It was definitely very funny for me because, like, the bilingualness, like I'm getting things sort of like a step ahead, and like without having to understand things. Because he definitely gave lessons on Japanese culture and how things go. And he's like, I'm like, right, that's how it is. And, right, great example is the drinking culture there and how you're not supposed to pour your own thing, and like by pouring your own, you are exposing the other person's rudeness of not pouring yours up, and then there's a whole sort of like back and forth of pouring versus not pouring, versus like slightly tipping the sake carafe before you put it down. They're like, oh, no, I'll pour, because like you grab to pour theirs because you can't pour your own drink. There is that, and you go which is like the sound effect for pouring. It's like a very good storytelling method, the Rakugo. And so energy of this story is your connection to stuff, and then mine specifically to Japan. Wow. And I missed a call of my host family. I'm very upset. Fucking pissed at myself. And I don't know. Maybe the soul is exhausted. Maybe I am exhausted. I don't fucking know. I don't know. But looking forward, what fun do we have to do here? All the work week coming in, all the vape orders. Hopefully I can get to the library maybe this week, do some more studying, try and get that designated space. Home, it's just not working. Go home and I fall asleep. I do think the current job is not the fit for me. It's just draining my energy in some way. It's like I just don't have the energy, or I just end up being lazy because I'm just like, fuck this. I don't know. There's only so much willpower to maybe New York or going to Philadelphia doing these things or seeing family like last Saturday. It could be, right? My energy reserves are just like, what's going on? And then we're like, well, we're going to just snack on all these delicious cookies and stuff that we have here. And, feel a little bit of certainty in that. So there you have that. I am trying to do some conventions for spreading fitness, health, and wellness ideas. So those are some ideas. Gym has been not as good, doesn't it? So we'll turn that. So yes, very good, very wonderful one. Mother's Day was fun, sending texts to all the motherly figures in my life. Hoping they're doing good. We get to the work. Get the good stuff. And yeah. So if there was one thing I'd love to share from this past weekend's wrap up, pay attention to the things that are wow, what are the odds of that? Things that are, oh wow, that really lined up good. Things that are setting your energy right, and then you can just, I don't know, pay attention to more of those things. And have fun. So, there you have it.